Hey, what is going on? I'm LaPrentiss Demond, and in today's video, we're going to do a review on Evian bottled water. We're going to put it to a test against our electrolyzed reduced water. That being said, let's go ahead and get this French Alps water pulled up. I don't know why I'm holding it like this. Feel like it's, I don't know, it's fancy, so. We are going to test these waters for 3 specific things. First one is antioxidants, second one is alkalinity, and third I like to call superior hydration. Let's get started with that first one, shall we? Antioxidants. This one is the most important one, and the reason why is because we don't want to start look like these bananas. See those brown spots? That's oxidation, okay? And it's happening from everything around us, from the air that we breathe, our cell phones, electronics. That oxidation creates, creates rust and inflammation in the body. Essentially, that oxidation and inflammation is linked to every single health disease known to man. And if we continue to oxidize, like these bananas, they start to get brown, start to get nasty and disgusting, and then we gotta be turned into banana bread, right? So, with that being said, we want to consume antioxidants. These are anti-inflammatory, and they actually keep us from being sick and from looking old. Okay, these are these are beautiful things. These are your fruits, your vegetables, vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. How are we going to find out? How are we going to test this? We're going to use an ORP meter. Okay, and if we see a positive number, that means the water is oxidizing, creating more sickness and dis-ease in the body. If we see a negative number, it's an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and anti-aging. Found of youth. Let's see what we get here with Evian water. Yeah, that's oxidizing. That is pretty bad. It's going up. It is 290. All right, so there's your Evian water. There's your French Alps water. It is oxidizing. Let's go ahead and look at this electrolyzed reduced water. And you see that dash? Look at that dash. It is showing a negative 785, and it's going the opposite direction. This is a strong antioxidant-rich water. All right, so there you have it. Evian is oxidizing us, and just to be honest, the reason why, because it probably does come from the Alps and things like that. But the problem is, the moment we bottle it, the moment we bottle the water, it starts dying. Like it starts losing those antioxidant properties. Okay. And then it gets shipped, it goes through tons of flying and trucks and containers thrown around everywhere, and then at the end it sits on the counters in the stores and it becomes oxidizing. So there you have it. Let's move on to the second test, which is on alkalinity. Alright, on for that second test, which is on alkalinity, and we all know that sickness loves to thrive in an acidic environment. So we want to ensure that we're consuming things that are alkaline to balance out all the acidity that we're consuming day in and day out. Alcohol, cigarettes, pollution. Those are some of the things that lead to us getting acidic the quickest, okay? So you want to keep those things in mind. What we're going to do now is we're going to do these pH drops. And if we see a red or orange or yellow, that means this is acidic and is forcing our blood to consume the minerals and electrolytes in our body, okay? If we see something that is blue or purple or dark purple, it's alkaline and it's neutralizing the acidity that we consume day in and day out. Let's see what we get with Evian water. All right, there we have it. So it looks neutral, pretty neutral. It says on here it's a balance of 7.2. Actually, it looks a little blue. So let's see, let's test it. And somewhere I have a straw. We're gonna test this and see if it maintains this alkalinity or if it changes when we give it a little bit of acidity. right, so as you see, it doesn't change really. So that is your Evian water. Stays about with that spot, which is pretty good. I can't complain, right? So there you go. Let's go ahead and check out this electrolyzed reduced water, which is a higher pH level. Let's see if this changes any. All right, so there you have it. Neither one of these really changed. They both stayed their same colors. And so the foods that we're eating, it's all, to me, it depends on the food that you're eating. If you're consuming pretty much a vegan diet, no meats or anything like, nothing that has a lot of acidity, you may be fine with Evian water if it wasn't oxidizing. But regardless, you want something that's strong enough to battle back the foods that we eat in our American diet day in and day out. So there you have it. There is a second test on alkalinity. Let's go ahead and take a look at the third and final test, superior hydration. All right, so on to that third and final test, which is superior hydration. In this one, we want to see if we can make tea, right? So this is a representation of our cells. Cells are much more closely knitted than the tea bag, but we're gonna see if we can make tea. You're probably thinking, LaPrentiss, hold on, time out. Don't we have to boil the water to make tea? Well, yeah, that is normally how we make tea, but why are we boiling the water? So the reason why is so we can heat up the water molecules so you can start breaking up and making them small enough to actually be able to pass through the tea bag and make tea. But what if you didn't have to do that? Right? We're gonna boil water every time we're thirsty? Can't do that, it's not good. So let's see what happens with our Evian water. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, so we are getting a little bit of something, right? Not to jumping up and down. Okay, all right, we're seeing something here. Not a lot. It doesn't really look like good tea. Not something I would drink, right? Let's go ahead and check it out with this electrolyzed reduced water. Trying to match the height. There we go. As you see, this water is smaller, and because it is that smaller surface tension, it's able to actually make a stronger tea. Now I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking, LaPrentiss, the bag was already wet for the second one. So let's do it one more time. In fact, let's not even do it. Let's not even use the tea bag. Let's just use the water from the tea bag. Okay. So we'll use it from this one. And we will fill this up to that first layer. I keep giving you guys different versions of this. For those of you who subscribed, I keep giving you kind of want to show you different things as far as superior hydration goes. All right, so now they are both even and no tea bag, right? Let's see what happens with this Evian water. So if we're taking medications and we're taking BCAAs, things like that, and we're taking it with this water, it's getting diluted, okay? Let's see what happens with this electrolyzed reduced water. That's what happens if you're taking your BCAAs or you're making food with, I don't know, brown sugar. You just use a little bit, and this water is going to bring it out. It's pretty amazing, right? So there you have it. That concludes this test on Evian water. Let's go ahead and do a quick recap. All right, so we tested this water for 3 specific things. The first one's antioxidants, and we saw that Evian is oxidizing. Okay, it's pretty high up there. It was around almost 300 when we tested it. Second thing we tested for was alkalinity, and we saw that this is a slightly alkaline. Maybe it's neutral, maybe it's a little alkaline. It's tough for me to see. You guys have a better view than I do. And And it maintained that, which is good, which means there's nothing in here that's chemically changing that. So it's naturally, it is what it is, which is awesome. That's very tough to find in water these days, okay? But that's not enough for the type of foods that we eat. All the foods that we eat are acidic, right? We eat ice creams and cookies and cakes, French fries, like fried foods, all that stuff is acidic, and we need something to neutralize that. If not, the acidity builds up in the body and it forces us to do more work, okay? Last but not least is superior hydration, and we saw that this does hydrate us, like maybe, I don't know, 10% or so. And because of that, most of it sits in your gut, flushes out, and doesn't really do anything, okay? There you have it. There's a test on Evian water, and if you are serious about improving your health or drinking a better water that saves you money, time, and actually is good for you, check out what I have for you coming up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and you learned a little something about the waters that we tested here today. Please take a moment to share this video with someone you care about who is also drinking this water. Finally, if you are serious about improving your health and the waters that you drink, click the link in the description below to access my Water Wellness Masterclass. In this masterclass, you will discover the truth about the waters we drink, the effects our water has on our health, and how you can have the world's best water in the comfort of your home and save thousands of dollars as a result. Alright, go ahead, click that link in the description below, access that masterclass, and I will see you there real soon.